This week, we're going to explore the new syntax for position-only arguments. This may not seem like a very useful feature that was introduced in Python 3.8, but I want to show you a couple of ways it can help your code. Welcome to another MetPy Monday. Hello, I'm John Lehman, a software engineer for Unidata. This week we're going to continue our kick of new Python features that you might not know about. This was introduced in Python 3.8 and it is called position-only arguments to functions. So let me write a quick example function and we'll see how this works. I'm going to call it myfunc. It's going to take x, a, b, and c. As you can imagine, we're just going to return a quadratic function here. So x times a squared plus x times b plus c. So not a very creative function. We can call myfunc, let's say with an x of 2, an a of 1, a b of 2, a c of 3, and we get 9, our expected result. I can also call myfunc by saying 2, a equals 1, b equals 2, c equals 3. So those can be specified by position or by name as a keyword argument. And we've talked about positional and keyword arguments significantly in the past. Now that may be all well and good for some functions, but for others, maybe the name doesn't really matter. Does it matter what we call the thing we pass to len? Well, no, not really. Or the thing we pass to sine or cosine or tangent? It doesn't really. And in fact, it can cause some namespace issues. Also, if you want to hide that implementation detail, like say I now go back in as the developer and decide to call these CA, CB, and CC, now any user that has specified them as keyword arguments, I'm going to break their code, and they're probably not going to be very happy about it. So what if I wanted those to be positional only? You cannot pass them as a keyword argument. Well, let's look at some new syntax. I'm going to define myfunc again. I'm going to take x, and I'm going to put a slash a, b, c. And we're going to have the exact same business logic in here, of course. Now let's try calling myfunc. 2, 1, 2, 3. That still works. What about 2, a equals 1, b equals 2, c equals 3? That still works. What about myfunc x equals 2, a equals 1, b equals 2, c equals 3? Myfunc got some positional only arguments passed as keyword arguments. X, it will not let me do that. Okay, so that's pretty handy, but we can even take it a step further. So we're going to have our same function here, and now I'm going to use a star. So what did the star do? What did that change? It has now made everything after the star keyword only arguments. So before the slash is a positional only. After the slash, we have keyword or positional. And then after the star, we have keyword only. So now we've got myfunc, our position only argument. These a and b can be either, so let's leave those as positional for now. Let's just try the old call. It says takes 3 positional arguments, but 4 were given. I have to specify c equals for that function to work, but I can still specify b equals 2, for example, and that works fine because they're in between the slash and the star. So it's a little confusing because it looks like you're taking some other arguments here that you're not really. But I think it's a really nice feature. So why would you want to ever use this? Well, one, we've already talked about. The name isn't helpful. Does it matter what you call the thing you're passing to sign or to len or to mean? Not really. That also lets you not break your user's code by hiding those parameter names. So that's great. But there's one you may not have thought of. Let's create one more demo function. I'm going to call it quarkdemo. All right, so it's going to take X, it's going to take Y, and it's going to take star star quargs. Now, if you're not familiar with star args and star star quarg syntax, go check out our previous MetPy Monday videos on those. This is going to be a very useless function. It's going to print X, print Y, and print quargs. So I'm going to call quarkdemo with X is 1, Y is hello, and then I'm going to specify Z is equal to hi. All right, so now we get 1 hello and hi back. But let's say X and Y don't really matter what they're called. It's arguments to arctan2, let's say. And I'm going to let my user specify any keyword argument that they desire. Maybe we're taking this dictionary of keyword arguments and we're going to pass it on to a plot function or something. And not knowing that one is called X and that that's even vaguely important, they do something like this. That's not going to work because it says we got multiple values for the argument X because we're passing one as X and then we're using a keyword argument X equals hi. So let's rewrite that function, quarkdemo, to get rid of this problem. X and Y are going to be positional only, as indicated by the slash. Then star star quargs. Print X, print Y, and print quargs. Okay, now let's try the same experiment again. 1, hello, X equals hi. And now it works because it does not matter. We're not polluting that micro namespace with X as a keyword argument. It is a positional only argument now. And our user can pass us anything they want. So I hope that you see how this can make your functions a little more future-proof as you may want to change how they work under the hood. It can help enforce good user behavior or correct user behavior even. And I think it's a really nice addition. Now things can follow some of the C and C++ templates that we're used to a little more closely. It's just a really handy feature, and I haven't seen a lot of people using it yet, so I wanted to make sure that you were aware that it's out there. I hope that you found this tip useful. Next week, we'll start getting back into some more meteorology. Until then, I'll see you on next week's MetPy Monday.